Hey everybody, and welcome to TPG's World. It is the 3rd of December 2017. And I want to tell y'all something and talk about something. You know, sometimes in our lives we get so hectic and we forget about some of the small things in our lives. And you see, I'm not a rich guy. I don't have a lot of money. I live a lot of times paycheck to paycheck. Some days, there's days I have $5 to my name and I get paid, 2 or 3 weeks later, and I just have to kind of make things work in my life. Sometimes I have to sacrifice other things and things like that. But I've always gotten by. That's why I sometimes work 2 jobs and things like that. But sometimes we lose track, especially here at the holidays. So today I was going to go to the movies with my dad, as you said, and I realized at the last minute that I had a meeting at the theater about the play that I'm directing at 5 o'clock. So I was unable to take my dad to the theater. So after the meeting, I went by my dad's house and turned on his Christmas lights for him, and my little brother was cooking steaks, and I was so hungry, and my roommate was really, really sick, and he didn't feel like eating. And so my little brother was cooking steaks and macaroni and cheese and corn and all this stuff. And so my dad asked me to stay for dinner, and I got to have dinner with him and my little brother. And we just sat around the table chit-chatting and talking, and it was so much fun to just talk to my dad and hang out with my dad and my little brother, and we were laughing and cutting up. And for a while, we just forgot about the sorrow that we were feeling, at the holidays. And my dad was laughing and telling jokes and stories with us. So it was so good to see that with them, and my brother and I were getting along and just having the best time. And I'm proud of my little brother. He's 21 years old, and he's a caregiver, helping my dad and living with my dad and being his main caregiver and stuff like that. So I'm proud of him, and he did really good cooking the steaks on the grill. But then I left my dad's, and I got home, and I was tired, and I was ready to get in the house and just kind of chill out for the night and get my video made and all that stuff. And all of a sudden, I realized, oh gosh, I'm out of cat food and toothpaste. I need to go to the Dollar General. So I get in my car, and I'm driving to Dollar General, and I'm like, oh God, it's been a long day. This meeting was long. It's just, I'm ready to go home and chill, put on my pajamas, and just get ready to go back to work tomorrow and all this stuff. And all this is running through my mind. So I get to Dollar General, and I get, a few things. As usual, I went in to get one thing and came out with like 5 items. I got me a little candle and a few things like that, and some cat food and toothpaste, which were the things I went there for. I did a little bit of, looking around and stuff like that. And when I was leaving the store, a lady that I've known for a long, long, long time, since I can remember, she came in, and she's older now, and she said, hey Bradley, and started hugging me, and we started talking for a minute. And she said, can I ask you a favor? And I said, sure. And she said, can I borrow a cigarette from you? She said, I don't get paid until tomorrow, and I really need a cigarette. And I said, sure, let me check out, and I'll give you a cigarette. They're out in my car. So she said, okay. And I said, what kind do you smoke anyway? And so she said that, and I said, okay, well, I told her the brand I smoke. And she said, okay. And so I said, I'll come get you when I'm leaving. Well, when I was standing there, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to buy this lady a pack of cigarettes. There was something in me. And that's when I realized I was my mama's child. Because I thought, what would my mom do? My mom would have bought this lady a pack of cigarettes. So that's what I did. I asked the cashier for the cigarettes. I bought the lady a pack of cigarettes. I went back in. I told the lady, I said, come here. I took her outside, and I handed her the cigarettes, and she started to cry, literally like she was bawling. And she said, Bradley, you don't know what this means to me. We're just having it so rough the last couple months. We're barely able to make it sometimes. If it wasn't for food stamps, we'd be starving. She's like, I'm so miserable. And she said, oh my God, no one's been this kind to me in such a long time. And I hugged her, and I said, it's okay, sweetie, you're like family. She said, please, let me come down tomorrow and pay you back, or let me go in here and buy you something with my food stamps. And I said, sweetie, no, I've known you forever. You're like family. No, I said, Merry Christmas. And I got in my car, and I sat there for a minute, and I watched her stand there wiping her eyes in my rearview mirror, and I thought, oh my gosh, sometimes it's the simplest little things that we do at Christmas time that really matter. That's what it's all about. It's about giving. And those cigarettes meant so much to that lady. And like I said, I don't have a lot of money. It wasn't like, but it was like, she was so overjoyed. I can't even express it. And I drove home, and I thought about how how fortunate some people are, and that sometimes just taking that minute and buying something kind like that or doing for somebody like that, how much that means to someone, and how maybe someday, if I'm ever in that situation, maybe someone will return that favor to me, you know? It really touched my heart, and that's to me what Christmas is all about, is giving and doing for people. But sometimes just not even Christmas, you don't have to do it at Christmas, you can do it anytime. Just do something simple for someone. Just something that simple. It was like $6 for the cigarettes, but it didn't matter. Right now in my heart, I feel like that was the best $6 I've spent in a while, because it brought that lady so much joy at a time when she was hurting, and you could see the pain in her face. I was holding her. She cried with me for like 5 minutes. I was about to cry. It was beautiful to know. So guys, just sometimes think about that, and think about, no matter how bad we are, sometimes somebody's always a little bit worse. And sometimes just one simple little act of kindness is all they need. Think about that, guys, all right? Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks, guys. You guys mean so much to me. I am so overjoyed every time I read your comments or get an email from you guys or whatever. I love it. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Remember, hating is a disease, and some folks need to get well soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.